everyone. Welcome to season 6, episode 9 of the Film Bros Trip podcast. I am Tim. With me is my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Question me not, Malachi. I act according to his will.
I did think about that line. I did. I thought about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Especially because his voice though is so creepy in this movie. Like it's kind of hard to say one of his lines without
You want me to
it.
try to smurf it up a little bit?
Yeah,
Question me
almost
not, Malachi.
right.
I act according to his will.
It just has to have that sound to get it right, to get it across,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Hey, he's great. He's the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Him and
So
Malachi.
yeah, so we saw Children of the Corn.
Fuck you, Tim.
Yeah, and as our video audience can see, Patrick loves him some Stephen King, but
Yeah.
doesn't love
My
this
favorite author.
movie. Is not a fan.
No. No.
No.
No. No. It's not good. Um, I'll be honest though, I warmed up to it a little bit more this time. It's my third or fourth time watching it, and I'm like, all right, I've gotten over everything I hate about it. Now I'm trying to find some things that I like about
You
it.
can
So
accept certain
it's
things and embrace
that's
the
a
things you
first.
like. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Okay. I
It
don't
just
think I've seen it all the way through. I think I've seen bits of
really
this movie. There's parts of it that I'm like, oh yeah, this is familiar. I remember this, and there's other parts I'm like, yeah, I don't remember this at all.
okay. So this is based off like a 1977 short story by Stephen King. It was like
Right.
11 pages long.
And I feel like it's been remade a ton.
There are over 10 Children of the Corn movies.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There was a sci-fi remake that was like I don't know uncut for British audience or European audiences, and then there was one Sci-Fi Channel that was a little more reserved, and then there was just a recent one made in Australia, like a couple of years ago, like during the pandemic, they made it,
Hmm.
which was also terrible. God help me, I've seen too many of these damn
I
things.
feel like it's the same thing with like Village of the Damned. Like I feel like it's just like, they
It's a
interchange which one's gonna get made again.
They only did Village of the Dam twice,
Really? I thought it was
and
more.
both versions of Village of the Dam are way better than any of the Children of the Corns. But yeah, it's a great premise. That's the thing. It's
Right.
like, yeah, the kids are coming to kill you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's nothing scarier than a creepy kid.
Right.
Just like, nope, don't like that. There's a reason the twins in The Shining, who aren't actually twins, um, just unnerve the hell out of everybody. Like, no,
Right.
absolutely not. Don't like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the movie.
Well, there's a couple things wrong. There's
Yeah.
just more than a few.
Yeah.
But one thing that really drove me nuts, because like here we are, it's 1984.
Yeah.
We are in the prime era of slashers, right?
Yep.
This is when like makeup and effects are like just at their peak. Like we are just doing things on camera that we've never done before, or showing like brutality in ways that like honestly it's scaring the crap out of people.
Right.
But here we had a director who was hoping to be like Alfred Hitchcock and just emulating violence rather than actually ever showing it.
Right.
And it's just like, babe, you ain't Hitchcock.
A lot of cutaways and not gifted in the same visual styling of it, like it's and
Yeah, it's like okay, we'll show like the knife going down, but we'll show a splatter of blood somewhere else. We don't
somewhere
actually see
else.
anything
And
going in. Like,
it really is like a light sprinkling almost of blood. Like it's really minimal when they have blood.
yeah, there's one like decent, like, oh hey, that was cool. Well, other than that, it's like oh,
Yeah.
implied violence again. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what? There would be something so much more disturbing about watching like a little kid just like going to town on an adult.
Yeah. And I feel like there's just certain things that would have been interesting to see that this movie has no interest in going in depth on or
Like the
anything.
whole beginning of the movie, or
Yeah.
fast forwarding through killing all the adults. Like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
this is where you should have gone to town.
Well,
This is
especially because I feel like you need that to really get across how scary the kids are.
exactly right.
Yeah, and I feel like since they don't do that, it just looks like this is really easy for Bert to just kind of be like, swing something around and and
Yeah, the only time they ever like put a mark on him is when they catch him by surprise.
yeah.
And so the girl Rachel gets him like, oh,
Yep.
okay. Other than that, he's just like, get out of the way. What are you doing? Like, I feel confident I could knock out a couple of these corn kids. This is
Rachel's
always a running joke on one of my favorite podcasts, the Kingcast,
okay.
where they talk about like how many corn kids do you think you could actually feasibly take out if you ran into the situation?
I mean, they are well armed, that's for sure.
I
That's
understand, but
yeah.
like some of them are like 10 years old. Like
Oh, for sure.
I'm punting some of these
Some of them
kids.
look even younger. Like there's some like young kids getting ready for that 19-year-old to be sacrificed, all like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
and the kill.
cool.
And the other thing I really do need to mention, the reason why Stephen King truly does rule, is like it's 11 pages and it is fucked up.
Yeah.
It is a great short story. It is way more brutal than anything you see in this and darker. And it's like, God damn it, why can't anybody do this right?
Yeah, and like I feel like too there just needs to be more talked about on, oh, there's something in the field, and the whole second, like
I'm
a
not
lot
gonna
of
get on
that
them
is
too much about.
completely just like tacked on at the very end almost. It's
Yeah,
like,
well,
oh,
it's
what is this?
1984. They don't have the budget for this. It's funny.
At least mention it. Like it just seems like, oh,
Well, they
okay.
mentioned like he who walks behind the rose gets talked about a few times, or their god and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess, but I just assumed that just meant like they were going to sacrifice them. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the ground starts moving like tremor style, and you're like, "Oh, where was this now? What?" Like,
Well, you remember even before that, like there's a part where like the corn stalks open for him,
that's true. They did
and he's
that.
about to walk in, and then like he just hears the church bells, and it's like, and they close it, like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
The corn's grumpy. I guess we should start this up from the top.
yeah, I guess we got to get into Hero. We decided
Here's
on
another
two.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our heroes are Bert, played by Peter Horton,
Right.
and Vicky, played by Linda Hamilton.
Oh, Linda Hamilton.
Oh, Linda Hamilton. Um, yeah. In the short story, and this is one thing I'm going to give the movie credit for,
Okay.
because in the short story, this is like a couple who hate each other. They're a married couple. They've been around together for a while, and they just absolutely cannot stand to be together.
Hmm.
And they're on their way to like things ending badly. And they so it's just like they're unpleasant people to be around, and you don't want to be in that for an hour and a half.
Right.
Like I don't want to be near these people. So making them much more pleasant is a huge success for there. And I like being around Linda Hamilton. Works for me. And I don't think Peter Horton is great, but he's not bad.
I don't think he's bad. I guess my biggest problem is I feel like I don't know what's the right word. I feel like Vicky here is much more of the sane person
The
and
not an idiot, not an idiot.
right and is making like well-sounded judgments and
Yep.
and and stating this is what we should do, and he like gaslights her and basically completely ignores
Oh,
her like almost the entire movie. But it's
yeah.
like I guess he cares, right? He checked on her right away after a car accident. I mean, definitely ran when he knew, weirdly left her alone in a town that's clearly not okay, right?
Right.
But like, um, which,
Not until he sees a picture of like a dragon burning a woman alive in a corner, he's like, hey, maybe I shouldn't have left my girl alone for all this
yeah,
time in this strange town. That
not
might have been a
all
bad
the
idea.
other red flags did that. It didn't do much for him, but that
Yeah,
was,
he searched through half the town, realizing it's all just full of dead corn and no adults. Like,
I
hmm.
was wondering if that was like, oh no, I think that's the same girl's drawings, and I just left her with that girl, so now I'm gonna run. But it's just like, it's still it's a bit like, how was there not enough alarm bells going off for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally you're chasing off kids from stealing your car. Like and like it looked like Vicky convinced him to go to the other town.
Yeah.
And then like, oh cool, there's a girl here. I'm gonna go to town hall now. You're cool here now, right? Like it's like, what? What is this
Is
guy?
this 5-year-old girl going to be enough for you to hang? It's going to make you feel safe to
Yeah.
hang out while you go search the town for no good reason.
Yeah. And he like inspects and checks in like every window too.
He really does. It's
Yeah.
like we're just padding
It's like,
time.
what are we doing, my man? Like I think that was the biggest problem for me. Excuse me. And then I mean he does like definitely go to her rescue, right? And like definitely makes a point to be like, I love you. Um, but I'm not putting a ring on it though.
No, don't
Not,
do it.
not like that was clearly like give it a rest, woman. I'm not putting a ring on there.
I don't know about you, Tim. I would simply have not kept 1984 Linda Hamilton waiting. Just like she's into me, great. Like,
um,
let's go.
yeah. It's
We're hitting Vegas on the way to Seattle, which is where they're going, by the way.
to Vegas?
No, they're going to
No, they're
Seattle.
going to Seattle. Yeah,
Their
yeah, that
plan.
that one I knew. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Bird is a doctor,
Right.
fresh out of medical school and on his way to his first internship in Seattle. It's really funny because later on in his life, Peter Horton would be a producer on Grey's Anatomy,
Oh, that
which
is
is
interesting.
a show about interns in a
Yeah.
hospital in Seattle. Um,
Yeah, and she's, Vicky's fun. She's doing a little dance and singing along about him being done with school and all that kind of stuff. And like,
Linda Hamilton, gorgeous woman,
yeah,
great actress, not a singer.
no, but still, it's fun and playful. He's smiling. He gets a kick out of it. And then she's like, "Let's stay longer. Come on, nudge, nudge." And he's like, "No, let's get on the road." It's like, what's wrong with you?
I appreciate this movie lets you know how stupid these people are from the like opening moments of meeting them because in the very beginning, Vicky is locking the motel door
Yeah,
like right then. Uh, after they're all about to wake up,
yeah. In the
like,
morning after a night.
like, wait, who doesn't lock the motel hotel door as soon as they're in there? Like that's
Yeah.
it. Unless she went to the car for like the noisemaker, which I don't think she did.
No, because I think
Because
they showed her pulling it out of a drawer. Didn't they show her pull? Because the drawer is opening.
yeah, I'm not just like all of a
Yeah.
sudden she decides like I'm gonna lock the door for dramatic tension.
Yeah,
Like
I guess
that
so.
shit should have been locked down. I don't know about you. I go into a hotel, yeah, lock. I'm
Yeah,
putting that
put
extra
the
lock
thing
down.
on. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
So yeah, so it's
Um,
it's just it's weird. Like that. I don't find either of them bad per se.
I'll tell you what is bad.
Yeah,
Linda Hamilton's outfit. It's a war crime.
I mean, okay, fair. I don't know.
The extra long, high-waisted mom shorts. This is a 27-year-old woman. Why are we dressing her like she's in her 50s?
I guess to
Ridiculous.
make them ordinary people. I don't know, but like, it's just. I guess that's my problem the whole time. Is just like, man, lady, why this guy kind of is not does not treat you great. Like,
No. Uh,
it's just bad decision making. But like, other than that, like, I don't know. They seem to like each other regardless, and I don't think they're bad actors. Those at least those two, right?
I'll say, all right. So Linda Hamilton, great.
Right.
No, she's great. She's good in this movie. I want to spend more time with her. Peter Burton, or Peter Horton, sorry.
Yeah. After she gets
Uh,
kidnapped, she's like basically done. She's just kind of there.
well, no, she comes through in the end
She
and
helps with the
solves the
hose.
riddle,
Oh yeah,
which
too. Yeah.
Peter can't, because Bert can't figure out because he's a fucking idiot. We'll get into that in just a second. But like, Horton is just like fine. He doesn't add anything. Like, I'm not like
Sure.
happy to spend more time with Linda Hamilton. I'm like, yeah, more. Maybe that's I
Maybe your own
think she like
baggage coming with that.
possibly, but it's also like you said, like she's singing and dancing at the very beginning
She's
and being
playful.
playful and she's landing all her jokes. Like I genuinely enjoy watching her perform in this.
And
And
I,
him and I'm like, you are white bread.
yeah, and I mean,
You are
I feel like
fine.
too, like again, she seems to be the one saying all the sane comments. Like, let's just go to the other
Yeah.
town.
Oh,
What are you doing?
yeah.
Like, why are we doing this? Like, I heard a door, I saw a door close. Like, okay, who cares? Let's go to the other. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I'll tell you, I think he's best in the cornfield where he starts like lecturing all the kids.
fair.
It's like, like what kind of God would ask you to kill their own parents?
I liked him in
And
the
like,
church too beforehand
I think it would have been
earlier.
funny to have a quick shot of like Abraham from the Old Testament. Like, yeah, I wouldn't fucked up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I
Um,
kind of liked when he was, he
you
ran
ever hear it
it.
before, Isaac?
Yeah, he ran into
I
some
like the two
factory
kids
one
are just looking
time.
at each other like, man's making some good points.
He ran into some kind of like machinery factory type place or whatever, or shop or whatever, right? And then he sees Malachi and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like, and he's like, "Oh no!" Like, and then I like his
Oh,
comp.
that
Yeah,
that drove me nuts too. I'm like,
yeah,
My God, man. Why you can't say that out loud.
They are. Him in the church, confronting Rachel there,
Yeah.
and yeah, in the cornfield. I think those were all definitely his best moments when he was just basically more like, what religion is this? What is this? Like, are you
Yeah,
getting it all
when
from
you get
this?
those
And
moments, I think he's very good.
yeah. And I actually liked his reaction where they keep checking in on the radio and it keeps being like evangelical gospel stuff.
Would have been nice if you actually saw try to turn the dial to show that they couldn't get any other chase because they just
Yeah,
kept on turning
they
the
kept
radio
doing the
like,
same
oh,
thing, right? Yeah,
we
I
drove
know.
2 miles and it's the same station. Haven't tried to even turn the
Haven't
knob.
even
Imagine
attempted.
that.
I mean, it was fun at first when they're like mocking it, and then like
I like
as
that scene.
as
Yeah.
they keep going back, you see him getting frustrated and lost, and it's like I don't know, that
Well,
all felt kind of real.
I also liked during that bit where like they're screaming like, like the Bible was, we do not tolerate the homosexuals. We're screaming about all the things we do not tolerate. And like Vicky traps him. It's like, we do not tolerate commitment. And he repeats, he's like, ah, oh. And she's just staring at him. Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, a joke I just did not pick up on the first couple times I guess I watched it because I was still seamed by the lack of violence. But yeah, I got really steamed again, like towards the end of the movie where they're reading like the Bible passage
Hmm.
and it's like something about tossing the deceiver into the river of fire, and Bert's like, I'm a doctor, but I'm an idiot. And Vicky's like, hey, moron, this might have something to do with burning the field. It's like, oh, thank God, Vicky.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Like I can kind of at one hand get the like, what is this? I'm reading this Bible verse, but I don't really understand how things are connecting. I don't know. Like I didn't. I appreciate the frustration he was getting across, but yes, at the same time, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying?
Like this character as written is like the stupidest man alive.
Right? Yeah,
I'm very concerned about all his future
just
patients.
makes he's got 5 patients on Monday, Patrick. Like yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem. It's so many bad, dumb decisions that you're just like,
It's actually
dude.
something that Linda Hamilton brought up to the director or
Yeah,
producer once or whatever. It's like, why would we ever go back into that car? That doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Like we would have to be the stupidest characters alive to do that. And the producer responded with, we want everyone to think you're the stupidest. He's like, all
All
right, I
right,
guess that's why you're the
okay.
producer.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I enjoyed the little bit with it. Like, let's see, the little bit with Job and them when they're running from the barn after like the thing has been destroyed.
Yeah.
And he's like, Job just points out like it asks if it is dead. And he's like, yeah, I think so. He's like, then why are we still running?
I was gonna save that for when we talked in side characters, but
Oh, okay. Because Vicky had puts out like the where'd you get this guy? And I was like, yeah.
because there's a couple of comments from Job. I
Job,
actually
yeah. There's a couple things in Job that I'm like, hmm.
yeah, and I'll talk more because I don't exactly love Job, but at the same time I do. So I'll talk to it when we get
Job in
there.
the first half is very annoying. Job in the second half like really saves Job in the first half's
Well, I don't want to
bacon.
tread on it, but it's the voiceover stuff is the
Yeah.
problem.
Well,
That's
always pretty much always a problem.
yeah. Especially when you're asking a kid to do it. But anyway, like yeah, so I mean
So
that's
what'd you give this category?
I gave it a 2.5.
So did I.
Okay.
Wasn't
Yeah,
expecting that. Thought I was gonna go much
you're
lower.
going much lower. I get
Uh,
like I don't think he was bad. Like I mean, I think the character's he's just kind of a dummy, but I
yeah,
don't
no,
think
it's
he's necessarily doing a bad job at acting it or anything.
no, and she's great.
Yeah, and she kind of drops off there, but yeah.
Except she can't sing or scream.
She almost looks like stoned after she gets kidnapped.
Well, she's been like hanging off a cross in the hot sun for like a half a day.
True.
It's
True.
it's
True.
not pleasant. So
Yeah.
let's get to the best part of this movie.
The villains.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to start off with first?
Well, Isaac, of course.
Isaac. Okay. That's who I have Isaac and then I have Malachi and then I do have a little bit on Rachel.
Oh, you wrote Rachel?
I
Okay,
wrote up
cool.
Rachel.
All
Rachel
right.
Rachel kind of freaked me out actually.
She did the most damage out of the.
And she seemed like the truest like nut job believer.
Yeah. probably.
You know what I mean? Like the
Although I
rest
think
of
she was
them,
Team Malachi, so she was a false believer. But
maybe, but I don't know. I think like they seemed more about the power, and she seemed to be the one that just believed it most. I don't know. That's just me personally. But anyway, let's start off with Isaac, who's
Isaac,
creepy.
played by John Franklin, who was 23 years old at the time of filming.
Wow.
He has a hormone deficiency, and he topped out at 5 feet tall, and he always looks much younger than he actually is.
Gotcha.
Uh, Isaac speaks to he who walks behind the rows, a demonic entity that promises healthy crops while the town is going through a drought. In return, they must kill the adults, destroy all technology, and present him with a sacrifice of a cult member when they turn 19.
Yeah. And
So,
I think
healthy corn in exchange for all that.
they buried the dead parents too, I think, in the cornfield, right? That's was part of it too, I think. Because I think there was a line from Joe being like, or no, it was from Sarah.
Sarah saying they're in the
They're in the
cornfield.
cornfield.
Um,
Because there's
yeah,
no dead
I'm not.
bodies. There's no dead bodies. That's
There
what
was
I'm
supposed to be
assuming.
originally a deleted scene that you find all the dead bodies on top of the roof.
Oh, really?
While Bert is being chased by everyone, he's going up there and he runs across all the
That would have been
skeletons.
neat to see.
Yeah, but
A
well,
weird place for the dead bodies, but
funny thing happened. I guess puts the smell up there instead of down with them. I don't know, but funny thing happened. So this movie originally had a budget of 1.3 million dollars,
oh wow.
and but they wanted Stephen King's name up on top of the title.
And he's like, no, thank you.
He says that it's going to cost you $500,000. So,
He's been burned too many times. Like,
well, it's funny you say that. Yeah. Anyway, so this ended up having budget of $800,000 now, and they had to cut out a bunch of special effects stuff that they were planning on doing.
hmm.
And the director theorized that it's because Stephen King was grumpy about them rejecting his script, which was much closer to the original story. Surprise, surprise, he didn't feel like editing his story was the best way to go.
Yeah.
History so far has proven him correct. Nobody decides to ever. No, actually, I take it back. The sci-fi story, the sci-fi movie, is the closest anyone has done to the original
Yeah.
story, and it's probably my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I've definitely not seen it. So,
Um, Isaac's second in command is Malachi, played by Courtney Gaines, a redheaded
so
devil
wait,
teenager.
do we?
I'm going to go into both of them,
Okay, okay, fair enough.
but I just want to set up the
Yeah,
theme.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Isaac's second command is Malachi, played by Courtney Gaines, a redheaded devil teenager who has the look of someone who would have been a mass murderer even if Isaac had never come into his life.
Right. And he's
Uh,
obviously clearly somehow they're both scary, right? Because even the kids, they were like, "Can you bring?" Or the adults were like, "Can you bring us to Isaac?" And they're like, "No, he's scary." Um, but at the same time, you get Rachel in the congregation being like, "Go get Isaac," and then she goes, "Wait a minute, no, get
get
Malachi."
Malachi.
And
This is a
they're
Malachi
and
job.
then they're all like, all the kids immediately go, "Oh!" Like it's like Malachi's clearly actually the scariest one.
I think Malachi gets off the most on telling everyone what to do and how to live.
Right, and it's clearly the most
And
violent.
Washington, yeah, exactly. Like I said, this kid was going to be a serial killer no matter what.
Right. He just needed the fuel, right? He just
Yeah,
somebody give him the green
totally
light.
he doesn't totally believe in the religion, but he likes being able to exert this power over everybody.
Right. Because that's why clearly didn't care that like Isaac gets mad at him because he clearly breaks some of his rules slash teachings. But I
Right.
think too, you see that Malachi is mad and frustrated at Isaac because he's picking and choosing which rules are okay to break now, right?
Right,
Because
right,
like
right,
the
right.
kids can have their games, their music because she's a sightseer or whatever,
She's
and
useful.
right, and he's like, wait a minute, so that's okay, but like me, killing without a sacrifice is not okay. Like, I mean, that's when he starts to be like, what the hell,
Yeah, well, that's like I said. He's a serial killer, so he
right?
doesn't take much to set him off.
But yeah, you could definitely. It would have been interesting to see more of the political dynamic of clearly there's a fractioning happening between these two. Um, but I mean the whole group immediately goes, with Malachi.
Yeah, it's just like not someone they ever want to cross because he's the biggest and strongest. You got to wonder how close he was to 19.
I was wondering that for sure. Like how he's had to have been close.
In reality, Courtney Gaines was like 18 years old, fresh out of high school.
Hmm.
This is like his first job.
Okay. But it's like, man, it's so weird. Like it's just who wants to sign up for this community where I'm gonna die at 19?
Well, like I said, like in the original, and it's kind of there too implied, like, but it's very lightly implied that the town is dying. Everyone, all the crops are failing,
Right.
so people are desperate, and that's when people are desperate, religion plays a big
Right.
uh, being for the soul, bomb for the soul.
Right. I got
So
you.
you can be more led into stuff like this.
I know, but I get that
So
like
it's
almost like for adults, but like it's just automatic you turn 19. That I mean, if there's like a lot of kids
well,
that were
you know what?
born one year, that's gonna be a big
This
year.
this happened 3 years ago. This all started, and
Yeah.
when you're like 15, 19 seems like a million years
Right,
away.
right, right.
You're not even thinking that
I
far,
wonder if like there's
especially if you're starving.
the one kid that's like 18 3 years ago, you know what I mean? Is like,
Like,
wait a minute, what now?
I don't know.
This is what we're doing? Are we sure
I got
about
another
this?
guy on the line about white walls. Let me get
Yeah,
back to you.
exactly. Like this sounds like a bad idea now.
Yeah.
I was cool with that whole parent killing, but what?
Yeah. Was this in the brochure? Did you know about this? I didn't hear about this.
I got a Bible right here. Show me. What?
Yeah. That'll get you right into the cornfield. That
Yeah,
kind of talk.
right. Whoops. That's just like I don't know. There needs to be I guess there's a leap there. You gotta have to go with it. But that's where it's almost like I kind of like the idea of what's that movie we watched a season or two ago for our horror specials where like they gotta chase this like scarecrow thing and then whoever caught it ends up being rewarded, but then
Oh,
they end up being it again the next year.
right. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I forgot the
You know what
name
I
of
mean?
it.
Like there's something there that could make that idea in Children Corn a little bit more plausible, you know what I mean? A
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
more like accepting to everybody else, but it just seemed
Well,
like
that's why
automatic. I'm 19, that's it.
I hate that the fast forwarding of the first like 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
It's the most interesting stuff of like
Right.
showing the origin of like this town and believing how it got to where it got
Right. And I guess it will help you be more accepting of these kids being true believers and being accepting of that. But yeah.
and how they get all swept and show them in their desperation and how
Right.
they could fall for this stuff. But like hey, Malachi is scary as hell. Always very Outlander, all that stuff. Um,
Although at times where it's like, all right, can we say something different now? Like it's just like it's kind of like all you got there, man. Like just yelling Outlander a lot. And that I guess is again goes the problem with not showing the beginning parts more because he loses a lot. You know what I mean? He gets defeated a lot.
yeah, yeah.
Uh
Well, he gets some wins early on. He kills Joseph.
yeah,
He kills the old man whose name escapes me at
kind
the
of.
moment.
That seemed like more of a group job.
Yeah, but he's there. He's definitely there. He's one
Definitely
of the
there because
guys.
he's you know when it's him because he's
Deal.
got this specific knife or machete looking
Yeah.
thing in the thing.
It's like not a machete, but it's
Yeah,
not just it's
it's like
bigger than a regular
it's something
knife.
in
It's weird.
between that he has like a
Yeah.
holster for, so you
Probably
know
something
when it's
special for
him.
corn that I don't know about.
Maybe right. I mean, a lot of them do have the scythe, right?
Which
So
is always like the most like the quintessential weapon for like you see on all the posters, like the scythe.
right, you
Like
see it's on the poster holding it up
it's
in
so
red, kind
rare that
of.
people actually ever use it in these movies. I don't know why.
I think only Job's dad dies from it. I think it's the only person I saw die from it. Other than people just holding it.
Yeah, he gets it across the throat.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know how much else I want to say about the two of them. You want to talk about Rachel some
I don't
more?
know if did we talk about
Priestess.
Isaac enough? I don't know because he's like we get no
Well, it's
backstory to him at all, right? He's just a kid preacher that the town's like, oh cool, you know your Bible, this is awesome, you're getting kids interested, and so they're all okay with it, and he's kind of coaxing their kids against him, and they don't realize.
yeah. Job just says he showed up one day and
Yeah, that's
he
it.
thought he was creepy from the beginning. I can't remember they
Because he's
used
like the
completely
one
different.
kid that wasn't there. Him and his sister was sick somewhere, and
Well,
he was
yeah,
with the dad at church, and everybody else was with him.
but like I don't remember if this is like me bleeding over from the book or this one of the many sequels
Right,
that said like maybe he was definitely a child preacher and that the town was very impressed with him.
right.
I can't remember if he was the preacher's kid or and he was adopted by the preacher or something. I can't remember if that's what it was. That might be just an
Okay.
invented backstory by me because I've watched so many of these
I
movies. I don't
definitely
know.
remember hearing the thing about the town being impressed by him and his holiness or his connection to the Bible type of deal. But I don't, yeah, I didn't catch anything else. It's a
But
good introduction when you see him through the window and he's smiling, watching everybody die.
oh yeah,
That's real creepy.
he's giving you creep
Yeah,
and
and then as soon as he
uh
starts talking, I'm like, whoa, that's
oh
even
yeah,
worse.
question me not Malachi.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All right, I will not question you. And every time he talks about like he who walks behind the rows,
But
you
that's
just like
basically what he does
don't want
for
to
the
meet
rest
him.
of the movie, right? It's just Malachi questioning him and him being mad at Malachi is like the rest of the plot almost for Isaac.
Yeah, man, that's so. But like,
I mean, it
it's
was a
he
nice
leaves an impression.
moment when he gets on the cross, right? On the corn cross, and he's like being like he knows he's done, and he's like, but why? I did everything you asked, kind of stuff. And
I was good.
yeah. Oh
Hmm.
wow wow.
No, it's okay. He comes back in part six.
Part six.
I think it's six. Children of the Corn six. I think it was Isaac's Return or Children of the Corn 666. What's the yeah, Isaac's Return.
That's crazy. Oh,
It's crazy, man.
that's crazy. You're crazy, man.
Yeah, he wakes up from a coma.
Oh, that's what happened to him after this. That's
Well,
funny.
last time we see him, he's killing Malachi,
Yeah, that's
and
it. You don't see him
he's like
again.
partially possessed by he who walks, and that's the end. What's really strange is that you find out in Children of the Corn 666. Uh,
You watch this one too?
yeah,
Okay.
I have watched it.
Are these all like
Honestly,
direct to video stuff?
yeah, everything past part one was direct to video.
Yeah.
But what was fun, the Kingcast, great podcast, was listening to them do the commentaries. They would do commentaries for the Children of the Corn movies, and it would get grumpier and grumpier as they had to do more Children of the Corn movies. And and then trying to make sense of the nonsense of like, wait, what? So yeah, it's just um but this one is definitely like the kookiest one because I think somehow he has like multiple sons. So like this 10-year-old was getting it on, I guess.
Oh,
Stuff.
oh, oh.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, wait, what? He's got secret
Rehash
sons
of
and
the
other
last
sons.
podcast, Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, so don't worry.
It
Thank
was
you.
one of those things I think like New Line or Miramax got the rights and they were just like,
Churn them
yep,
out. Let's go.
all we had to do is put out one every couple of years to retain the rights and it cost
And
us nothing to
yeah,
do.
we'll make something and it'll be fine.
Yeah, and they would like, force directors like gun to their head like you owe us. You're gonna make one of these.
We let you do that movie, now you have to do this.
Yeah, it's the same with the Hellraiser franchise. Like after part four, is like, all right, we're just gonna keep on owning this rights, and we're just gonna force people to make them if you
Well,
don't wanna.
they know. I mean, everybody knew right away, right? Like we just need the IP. That's it. Like control
Yeah,
the
as long as we
IP.
put out a new one out in the blockbuster, someone's gonna rent it, and we're gonna get the
That's
money.
how like the Crow's been in limbo for years.
No, no, we got a new Crow, and it was terrible. I
Mhm.
definitely if you
I haven't
ever
seen
get
it, but
bored,
I assumed looks
if you
bad.
ever get bored, Children of the
We'll
Corn
never
two and
get bored
three
enough.
have some like Children of the Corn three
Not bad.
is almost watchable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, has like Charlize Theron in her very first appearance in a movie. She does not talk, but like everyone points out how hot she is within the movie. It's like, hmm. Um,
Because she's just gorgeous in general. Yeah.
yes, I like even like the other cast members are like extras, just like, damn.
What are you doing here?
Exactly.
Who are, who are you?
Why don't you have lines? Um, and two is got some real great unintentional comedy. There's a scene where, oh, because they're killing adults again. Um, it's where the movie thrives. They get a hold of like one of the women's like wheelchairs, electronic wheelchair. They take control of it and
Oh,
they
dear Lord.
supercharge it. And they shoot her through like a bingo parlor, through the plate glass window to a bingo parlor. It's something to see. I will send you the clip.
Yeah, yeah, you might. That's so bad.
Oh, and I think in the same movie, and this was filmed right here in North Carolina, part two.
Oh, good.
Same time as Hellraiser 3. They filmed those things back to back. That they trick a woman going underneath a house, and then they like knock out like the stilts the house is on, and the house just falls on her.
Just crush her with a
Yeah,
house.
yeah. So I'm like, that's the stuff I love. Yes.
Just gotta love in the afterlife. How'd you die? House dropped on me.
Thrown through a bingo parlor.
Oh.
Um, so what'd you give villains for this
Well,
movie?
first off, I just a
Oh, you want to talk about
little
Rachel still?
slight
Yeah.
shout out to Rachel. We kind of already
No,
talked
worth it.
about
She's
it.
good.
I mean, you kind of see her first, like she's like the one of the few ones that like pop out, right? When like Bert's, going do downtown, and she's the one that actually like pops out of the church doors, kind of
Oh,
gives,
is she that one? Okay.
yeah, she gives a very menacing look just from the church door. I'm like, okay, all right, lady, like, yeah. And then like I don't know, just everything from the 9-year old sacrificing, which I thought that was kind of creepy, where he's like seemed super amped about dying.
Amos.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
and how, I don't know, just the deliveries of her lines, and how it just seemed like she was just owning that whole scene of
Hmm.
you Outlander and all that kind of stuff. And then yeah, and then of course she's the, what was it, a corn dagger basically, that is the that actually gets the dude, our hero, to bleed. um
Ultimate corn in the cob.
yeah, like, dang. And then and she gets to do the little I'm still alive scare type thing at the end of the movie too. And I really liked the way she was taken out, to be fair, too, but we'll talk
Oh,
about
it's
that later. It's
hilarious.
great.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I just thought like her intensity, like she's like yelling like kill, die, get, like she's like
Oh, she's into it, just like Malachi and Isaac.
real
Yeah, yeah.
intense with her deliveries, and I thought she was really good, and I took
Hmm.
note of her.
I think all the cult kids were great.
Yeah, I just feel like not a lot of them were really given
No, I'm
that
including like
much.
Malachi
But yeah,
and
Isaac,
Isaac in that.
Malachi, and Rachel and
Rachel.
Amos, I guess, were all pretty dang creepy and like really owned what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you give this?
I was gonna go lower. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I went 4.
Oh wow. I was gonna go two and
Yeah.
a half.
Because if there's one thing that this movie really has going for it, it's these two performances in John Franklin and Courtney Gaines as Isaac and Malachi. Because you just like instantly think of these two, like, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
that's true. I just
I don't like them.
I guess the things that it took away was like, again, I felt like Malachi just lost all the time. Um,
Right.
the kids seem to be pretty somewhat easily defeated. You know what I mean? Like, how many times was Bert just completely surrounded, and then he just like blows through them, or just like swings around and gives them a talking to, and that's about it. You know what I mean?
My
Like,
my favorite part, my favorite one, is when they actually do have him surrounded in like the middle of like a cross street,
yeah.
and like he just like tells one of them to back off and pushes him away, and then Malachi throws it like Outlander, and they all turn around and look at him. He's like, "Oh, exit stage left," and runs away. And he's like, and Malachi's like, "Oh, go get him! Dude, that was on you. That was your L."
Yeah, it just
Jacked them.
seemed like they just lost too many times, right? And like as
Yeah.
much as they were kind of creepy, like I just never found them that threatening. And again, you're right, like, right, maybe the beginning parts would have been useful for that kind of stuff, but it's just
Yeah.
it wasn't there, so it was kind of hard to go to, like, again, I went kind of low originally, but as talking with you about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I
Well,
think at least three, but I think four might be pushing it for me.
that is my highest rated category. Nothing will come close. In fact,
That's fair.
I have already hit my two highest categories in this. So
Yeah, next category is not good for me.
new
Next two,
two.
yeah, are pretty bad.
So action horror. Uh,
Yeah.
the diner attack. You got the waitress putting the arsenic or rat poison in the coffee and pouring it out to the guests.
Right.
A bunch of them start choking and knocking their coffee over. The rest of the guests are taken out by kids with knives and scythes, and Isaac looks on pleased.
Again, it is
One guy
implied.
gets his hand put into the deli meat slicer,
Yeah, but you know, it cuts
and
away, but you do get the
a serious
little.
shot of blood sight right into
Yeah,
Job's face. He's like,
yeah,
"Oh, that was nice. I like that
it
actually."
was. I was a little shocked that it was so light in the amount of blood. That was like it's same thing the way was it Jacob, the other kid later on dies.
Joseph.
Joseph,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
better than what that little that dropped on his suitcase. That was
Yeah,
pathetic.
it's like this just like man, so little. But yeah.
Yeah, the director felt like he had an obligation to, I should have mentioned this before, to like, how much violence do I want to subject these child actors to? And like, okay, we didn't need this guy. We needed somebody with a, I needed a guy with a cocaine habit who didn't know any better to make this movie.
You mean like Stephen
Like,
King?
the director made a bunch of jokes about that,
Oh,
which I
really?
thought was not okay. I was like, don't do
Oh.
that.
Well, I mean,
I was like,
he
it's
did
like,
have a
he just
serious
wanted his drug
problem.
money. He did. He did.
He did have a serious problem, but I think he would admit to that he had a problem.
He did. He
Yeah.
did. But he's been very open about his battle with
True. I
addiction. But
think,
I just
yeah.
like, yes, I needed somebody who was going to just like not know better and be a real piece of crap to make this movie. That would have been, we would have had a better movie. We would have
Probably.
had a more fun movie.
Right. Right. Yeah, for sure.
Director seemed like too nice of a guy.
Because I guess that's the weirdest thing is like we've seen so many horror movies of older and of the era and even later that are like so much more in what it will show. And I think that's gonna be the biggest problem. This movie, as far as this category is concerned, is boring.
Yeah,
Like nothing
I just
happens.
described the most exciting scene in the movie.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Joseph gets caught in the cornfield and gets his throat slit. We only see blood dropping on a suitcase. I'm like,
Yeah, it cuts away. Yep.
um, Bert hitting Joseph with his car is hilarious.
That one I was like, whoa.
That kid goes right under the
Yeah,
car. The dummy. It's a
that one
great
was a
dummy.
bit violent in the way they did, but it
Yeah.
was yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good dummy work the way they
I
did it.
rewound and watched it the second time. It's like, that's fun.
It caught me off guard. I was taking my notes. I was like, whoa, like all right. But yeah. Eh.
Many say the best scare in the movie is Vicky waking up, or she's in the car or whatever. It's
Yeah.
locked and she wakes up
Bert makes her wait in
and
the car.
because Bert's a dick. So Vicky, go wait in the car, lock it while I go search through the cornfield alone.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
plan.
gonna go do the dumb thing. Just stay
Yeah.
here.
She gets up, starts looking around, and goes to check out the little boy they just ran over and apologize. And then he springs out at her.
Yeah.
Um, and that's when she wakes up with Bert comforting her.
You know, I was distracted by in that scene, and thank goodness it was a dream, but I was like, there's no way Malachi is hiding on the other side of that car. He's a big kid. He's a big redheaded kid. Like this, he can't be hiding behind this car.
It's very conspicuous,
Yeah.
much like the Razorback, like hiding behind that mine cart.
Right,
Like,
exactly. Like
why not
uh
just hide behind a flagpole? Too big for this.
it's like the always the comedic jokes of the big person hiding behind the skinny tree and disappearing.
Yeah,
You're like, what?
yeah. But actually, it's a funny story with that one. The director lied to Linda Hamilton and told him like, it's like 100 degrees out here. We can't have a kid sitting underneath like a blanket in the middle of the street. So we're just gonna put a dummy there. So just make pretend like that's a real, boy. And she's like, okay, okay. And then the course is actually the kid. They told the kid like, when I yell now, jump at her. And that's her genuine reaction. She did not know that was going to happen, and she
Yeah.
jumped out like 20 feet.
You know what's crazy? There seems to be an interesting disconnect here where I feel like there's so many interesting stories throughout movies in general where like you get a genuine reaction. You're like, oh, it's so cool. I it looks genuine, and I did now that I know this story, that's even cooler, right? But then you get these other stories of actors being like, I'm an actor. F you. Like you shouldn't have to do that. I can emote. I can act. Like
Right. That's famously Dustin Hoffman slapping Meryl Streep to try
right.
to get her to cry better.
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
Yeah.
buddy. And I was just watching The Exorcist, and like William Friedkin shot off a gun to get a reaction out of Jason Miller, the guy playing Father Damien Karras. And he
Yeah.
also punched, and like, the Father Dyer, the Damien Karras' friend, priest who like plays the piano in the movie and everything.
Yeah. I think it's been a long time. I need to
He's an
rewatch.
actual priest. He's the one that has the last conversation with
Mhm.
Lieutenant Kinderman. Uh, he wanted him to be a little more raw and crying, so Freakin literally punched him in the face
Wow.
right before the shoot, so they have like a more surprised and sad look on his face.
Jeez.
Punched a priest, real priest. That was a real priest playing that part.
Wow. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like a
Freakin was a
weird
101.
situation where on one hand I'm like that's so cool, on the other hand I'm like they're also kind of right, the actors, you know what I mean? Like
As long as you're not actually going to hurt them.
right.
So like that, I'm talking about the two extremes. Like that's not okay. If you're going to surprise someone to get it like that, like that's no harm, no foul. It's fine.
Yeah,
Like I said, this guy was too nice.
fair enough.
We needed a prick to direct this movie. Then you have poor Sarge,
Sarge, yeah.
the cute pup with the bandana,
And that's all we
and,
see is a bloody
and
bandana.
Deal dying
Again
off
off screen.
camera. Both of them dying off camera, which I'm happy about with the dog. Uh,
Right.
but it's just like long periods of like Deal walking around is like, where are you? I know you're here. I needed
Right.
like 5 minutes of that.
And
Like I
like
needed a
people
hole in the
slowly
head.
taking out weapons. And then I think all we see is like his hand or something, like we like dead on the ground or something. Like we don't,
Yeah, we
yeah.
just see him already dead on the ground with blood behind him. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah. And then I was like, I liked the
Oh,
conversation between Malachi and Isaac, where he's like, we needed him for the gas. He's like, well, we have the corn. It's like, that's not enough. And like, it's like, oh, this is interesting. I like this part.
you like the corn politics?
I like the politics of it. I don't know what something wrong with me.
Yeah.
I politics are always fascinating to me with the inner workings of this weird world, you know?
Of a cult? Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite, quote unquote, or if you're just listening to this, I really, really hated this stupid scare. It was when uh, Bert and Vicky go searching through Job and Sarah's house,
Right.
and there's a jump scare with the two of them walking into each other.
Yes. Up
That
the
made me
she's going
angry.
up the stairs, he's coming out or something. Yeah, it's bad.
Like he's coming out of a room.
Right.
You
And
know,
then she's
it's
coming
like,
up the stairs at the same time.
yeah,
And that's where
like,
they yeah.
like, ooh,
Nice
that's
attempt.
exciting.
Whoa. Yeah.
Uh, anything else I want to talk about in this section? Let's see.
There's gonna be a whole drought after that. Jeez.
Man, Linda
Um
Hamilton really can't scream.
yeah, it was a weird subdued moment when they carry her out kind of deal. And it's not amazing. And then yeah, and then she's kind of all like strung out when they cut her cheek. I mean, there's a lot of chase scenes.
I wonder if the director told the kid playing Malachi, Courtney Gaines, like, I just cover her mouth as soon as she starts screaming. We don't want to hear that scream a second. It's not good. She can't. She's a really good actor. She can't scream.
Yeah.
I was
But
thinking of Blowout again.
what a great movie.
You need Nancy Allen pop up the
Um,
screen for her. Let's see.
so yeah, I feel like that's about it until you get to the ending part, right? Like it's a lot of chase garbage that's not
Yeah.
great.
Now the chases are terrible throughout town.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of the Malachi versus Bert in that shop, right? But it doesn't last very long. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, the fight is not good, which is
Yeah,
fine. It shouldn't be good because,
it
Bert's an
shouldn't.
adult.
Exactly.
Well, if you had Malachi like a brick shit house or something like that, like he was on the football team, then I could see like okay, or he was a country strong,
Right.
country
The only
farmer
time
boy.
he got like a real shot at him is like towards the end where they fight again and he spears him. You know what I mean? Like he just runs
Right.
and kind of tackle spears him, and I think that's the only real legitimate shot he gets on him.
So yeah, like
Yeah.
you have Amos walking into the cornfield, and so that's and you hear like the
The
animal noises, and you see like that thing going underneath the ground.
Tremors.
Yeah, you know how they got that that effect? It's
Yeah.
actually kind of I liked it. They had a bunch of Boy Scouts come out and dig a ditch for them.
Okay.
They wanted to see how a movie was made, and then they put a tarp over it and put a bunch of loose dirt, and then they had a wheelbarrow like flipped upside down, and they just kind of pulled it on an aircraft carrier cable.
Okay. Cool.
So to make that effect, I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That's a
Yeah.
good, nice, cheap effect. It's like, yeah, it costs us $5, especially since you got all the free labor from the Boy
Free labor from
Scouts.
the Boy Scouts. Yeah. I'm sure they got a
Yeah,
badge out of it or something.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah,
then
he
we got
he
the
does some audible screams that maybe sound kind of horrific that he's clearly
yeah,
getting eaten and dying.
and then we see it, the green yellow light on the ground starts to approach Isaac, and it kind of reminds me of that one X-Files episode where the bugs ate all the moisture out of you,
Oh yeah. I thought it looked kind of
and they catch you in the
reddish.
dark.
There's like
Well,
this
it turns to red. It's like
right.
gray and yellow on the ground, and then when it goes over Isaac's body, it turns to red, like it's angry, and then Isaac like, shoots into the air like a rocket, like it's spitting him out.
That I had an audible reaction. I that thing shot out like a rocket, and I was like, "What?" Like it was such a what just happened?
I also love the. Actually, I forgot to mention this in the fight between Bert and Malachi, where
Yeah.
like Bert has him on the ground and just starts like backhanding him
Oh,
over and
that I
over
kind of liked.
again.
I it kind of reminded me of what was it
Whack,
blank man?
whack. Yeah,
Is
slap me
it
around and call me
Susan?
Susan.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Susan. It's an underrated funny movie. I haven't seen that in decades.
I would like me, add that to my Amazon list. I need to watch Blank Man again.
Blank man, that movie was so funny.
Um, then we have the demon voice shouts Malachi.
That was pretty good. I mean, it was. His injuries were a little weird to me. Like, I mean, they made him paler, and they had almost looked like he had
It's
blood where there should have been horns or something.
yes, I wrote it down too.
What
Yeah,
was with that?
it's like a little chunk out of his chin, and like his horns have been ripped out or something.
Yeah, but like, but why? And like, I'm like, okay, clearly this dude's possessed of some sorts, but
Yeah, the voice.
it's just
He wants you too, Malachi. He
weird.
wants you too.
But I did like it. I mean, I like, and then clearly chokes him out and snaps his neck.
I love Malachi looking like,
Yeah,
uh-oh.
yeah.
It was supposed to be something cooler with that.
I thought it was all
Um,
right though, to be
I
honest.
like it too, but
Yeah.
it was supposed to like drag him into the cornfield.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they had to do some kind of rig because John Franklin obviously could not drag Courtney Gates into the cornfield.
Right.
Um, but they just set it's like they're like it's 10 o'clock at night. We got to keep going. We don't
Yeah.
have time to set up the rig for all that.
Yeah.
So the producer's like, sorry, Stephen King wanted 500,000. We got to
So
go.
what was it like? It was supposed to be like drag you in the cornfield so that thing can get you kind of deal.
Yeah.
So then what was possessed? So it's like I could do multiple things at once
Oh,
kind of deal.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fucking demon, Tim.
What is it? Dogma?
Yeah.
Fucking demon.
But I'm a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Um, but then you have oh, let's see. You have a bird getting attacked by the corn.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
terrible effect.
It's really
I
bad.
I
Especially when
love
you
like
think
when it
of
gets
like they did this so much better in other movies that are like older than this movie, I feel. You know what I mean?
well in the director's defense, once again, he planned to have a different effect. There was like gonna be like tentacles that came out of the ground.
Like
And
Roots
they're like,
almost, which
yeah,
also would have made more sense.
I don't know. I think he wanted them slimier. I think he wanted like,
Oh, okay,
kind of
okay,
like,
gotcha.
Lovecraftian nightmare that
Oh,
you
all
could never
right.
see.
Yeah,
But which would have worked, but they didn't have the money or the time for it.
right.
So we got corn. And which is it's unintentionally funny because he just like it kind of slaps him around. He's like, ow. It's the best he can do.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's exactly. Knock it off. Dick.
This hurts. It's a little coarse.
But Job comes to his rescue and like a pocket knife and just starts cutting him out.
Yeah.
And like Bert's just like, what are you even doing here? Get back to the bar. And Joe's like, excuse me. Which I really
You're
love.
Trump. You're all over Job's category. Poor guy. It's the only thing that's going to get any love in that category, and you're trouncing all over it. But yes, I agree with you.
Um But yeah, like Bert has a job stick around because he knows how to work the
Yeah, he had
irrigation
no idea what
system
he
and
was
everything.
doing, right? Because he's
Yeah,
like, yeah, even it's like, oh, it doesn't fit,
crank it.
right? And then again, Vicky's got to be like, how these? Try this to hook the hose up. Oh, okay, thanks. Like, right? And then he doesn't know what he's doing out there, and then Joe
Bert just
has to
a
help him.
functioning moron.
Yeah,
It
and
has
then
to be helped out through everything.
oh gosh, and I love the reattempt too at the bottle, but I want to talk about that again when we talk about Job. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll leave that one for that one.
but yeah, otherwise, fire, cool.
The
Two
explosion
two
is
explosions. There's two
I think
different.
it's just one. They just keep on showing it from the different camera angles.
Maybe it looked like there was two
I don't
different
think they had the
ones.
money to do
You're
different
probably
explosions
right, but I liked it. I thought
because
the
like the second one's in close up, so
yeah,
you don't notice it's the.
I appreciate good explosions, and I thought
It's a really good
I
one.
was pretty good. It was pretty solid.
Apparently, everyone from like a couple towns over came out to go and check it out.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we're gonna blow the shit out of this, so you should come see this.
Fire, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I like the explosions. And then yeah, that's and then I guess you get the jumps.
the
Rachel's
red.
alive in the back seat.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the red animation face going in the mushroom cloud,
Oh no.
and they getting sucked into the ground.
Although it's like some of it looked like it shot into the sky, and then another bit looked like it went back down. So that was weird,
Back to hell.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, you Rachel, please. You were so excited for this. I let
I
you
don't
have it.
know. Like it's yeah. So they like okay, let's go now. But the which I did kind of laugh. Like their car is got all the corn stalks and stuff like that in it, just like all the rest of town was. So that was kind of amusing. Like, oh, they they got this in a system, man. They're quick getting like this must be filled with corn stalks. But anyway, so like he goes in there and Rachel pops out from the back seat, kind of like Outlander and like kill that kind of thing again. And then he like basically be like gets out of the car quick. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
It's like, what the
Yeah,
yeah.
and she's
Like there
like,
was a bee in the car.
right, and she jumps over the seat and then like goes towards him, and he just like slams the car door.
Linda Hamilton is the one who does it.
Is it Lane?
Vicky
I didn't realize.
Vicky
Okay,
slams the door in her
she
face.
slams the car door and just right into her head, like real hard, and
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh gosh, she is out. What do we do? Send her a postcard. Like, let's
Get
go.
well yeah,
Get
from
one car from
Seattle. Let's get the
Seattle."
hell out of here.
It's like, there we go, Vicky.
I
Bert, you
wonder if that
suck.
yeah, for real. The let's get the hell out of here. It sounded weird.
Yeah.
Like she originally said, "Let's get the fuck out of
Oh,
here,"
you
and they like
think?
kind of
And they,
re-edited it
yeah, we want the
because like
better
it's a
rating.
weird pause between like "Let's get the hell out of here" or something
Yeah,
like that.
maybe right. But I mean, I liked it looked like she really got hit hard with the
Yeah,
car door. I don't know how they did it, but it looked great. I like the way they did it. I got a chuckle out of it, and I like that whole ending. I dug it.
I gave this a 1.5.
That's exactly what I gave it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Supporting characters.
Oh. The,
So we have Job, played by Robbie Kiger. Kiger, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I might be saying that wrong. And Sarah, played by Anne Marie McAvoy. The only kids in Gatlin who didn't join Isaac's corn cult.
because I guess
Isaac's
they're the
corn.
only two that weren't there for whatever she was sick and he was at church because he thought he was creepy.
You're right. He knew from the beginning. He's like, yeah, I'm out on this kid.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the biggest problem why this is going to end up being low is the narration is brutal.
I don't think he's particularly good at the dramatic parts that he's asked to do in this.
Um, there's again, it's the end moments with his interaction with Bert, where he almost all of a sudden towards the end of the movie becomes an audience surrogate.
He becomes just like great little sarcastic little bastard that I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, where have you been?
right. But like exactly that this would have been great the whole time. Like, but I even like when he like helps him out, I was like, come on, why are you going so slow? Let's go over here. Like, no one's gonna find us here, but whatever.
What are you, a scaredy cat?
Right. And like I liked all of that.
Yeah.
I did actually like when him and his sister are playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
I thought all of that worked, and I thought they were both really cute, and that whole sibling thing worked really well for me. And then yeah, and then I really dug, again, as you kind of already brought up, like Dude, I just saved your life. Are you serious right now? You're
I gotta
welcome.
ask, Tim, was the Monopoly scene a little traumatizing for you? Just like another game of Monopoly, nobody won,
It,
just like you.
well, it's only me. I have never won a game of Monopoly.
They didn't get to finish either, Tim.
Monopoly Junior, I've won. I don't know if that
Okay.
counts, but
Superior game.
it's a way superior game. It's fast.
It
You
ends,
have
yeah.
to spend your money. That's it. So
Yeah.
there's a finite end to it, sure. And there's so much wheeling and dealing and backstabbery and cheating going on in regular Monopoly. But anyway,
The only way it
um,
ends, Tim. It's the only way it ends. Tim hates that.
oh gosh, that game.
You can't sell people property. Like, yeah, you literally can. He's like, no, it doesn't seem right. It's
No,
impure.
no, 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 no. I was mad at you because I was winning and you convinced everybody to sell to with the other opponent that was like not even close to beating me, that was second. And then I lost. I was well on my way to winning for the first time ever.
I think he remembers that quite correctly, but that is the gist of it.
Thank you. But anyway, so yeah, and then I like how he mocks him with like throw it again, basically like, but this time
But
like
this
not,
time, right.
yeah, this time like not like a jerk, you
Yeah,
sissy.
he
You know what I
threw it
mean?
in the dirt.
Yeah.
Like, that's not where we're trying to light on. We're not trying to light the dirt on fire, man.
Yeah. It was funny though. Crank it. Like I really enjoyed him in the ending part. Like I thought he was fun in that part.
I also gotta say, like Job complaining that Isaac won't let them do anything. It's like a super authentic kid thing to say.
Yeah.
And if this happened today, the kids would kill Isaac as soon as he said no screen time.
I know, right? Yep.
Whoa,
um,
whoa!
I
What
think
do
I'd
you mean no
rather mom
tablets?
and dad at this point. Like,
Yeah. And then you got him like screaming, "Nobody's looking! Nobody's looking!" Well, like Joseph is trying to like stealth get out of town. Like, kid,
yeah, I made the same note. I was like, do you think Malachi heard that or what?
anybody else heard that?
I'm pretty sure every kid in the town has now heard you screaming that nobody's
Yeah,
looking. Yeah, you probably caused him to die.
probably it's his fault.
Yeah, there you
Malachi's
go.
pretty blameless in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sarah has the gift of sight, which you can predict the future via crayon drawings.
Yeah.
Um, I think Anne Marie McAvoy is pretty good in this. She's a cute kid, delivers a line her pretty well. Doesn't have a lot of lines though.
Yeah, I think they gave her the right amount to be honest, so it worked.
And then
Yeah.
there's Deal, played by R.G. Armstrong. It's got a cute dog named Sarge as assistant who brings him wrenches. Love that pup.
Yeah. And he's got some kind of weird deal.
With the corn called, as long as he keeps his mouth shut and provides them with gas, he gets to live, which is the deal given to the same gas station attendant in every version of this movie.
Okay.
Always seems like a bad deal.
It does, right? And then it's like he's like trying to get a car to get to leave, but I feel like
Seems like it.
you'd think they would be like, "Oh, hey, you're bringing my gas station gas? Cool. I'm gonna hop on with you and leave." And
And
because
he does his best to try to get Bert and Vicky to go to Hemmingford and avoid Gatlin, but Malachi's blood was up after Isaac told him off. And Deal and poor Sarge paid the price.
yeah,
So that's it for supporting characters from me. I don't know if you have anything else you want to say.
yeah, I went 1.5.
So did I.
Yeah, I have a total of 8.5.
I have it a 9.5.
Wow, look at
Did not see it
you.
coming either. I
Look at
know.
you slightly higher.
Well,
Um,
I started looking at everything else that I rated. I'm like, okay, do I like this more than Chud? Yeah, I'll probably watch this again before we'll watch Chud again.
yeah,
How about Scream for Help? I'm like, yeah, Scream for Help is not a good movie. It's
no,
it's, it's fun to laugh at, but
right.
I like it more than Hills too. Also, yes. God damn it. Yes, I like it more than Hills too.
It's a,
Like I was having a lot more fun with like laughing at the things Job was saying and like laughing at how stupid Bert is in this movie. And I was like really appreciating John Franklin and Courtney Gaines more this time watching it. But it's still like, oh, this could have been great. This could have been great.
there's
Why did you
just
blow it?
there's just not a lot of things going on for it. So that's why I'm almost thinking I as much as Hills is not a great movie, there's at least some more
Yeah.
action, interesting deaths and stuff going on. So I'm gonna put it at 5 for
Okay.
me, and it's going over Chud though. So I have it at 5, Below Hills, Silent Night, Deadline Night of the Comet, and Razorback, and you have it at 4, Under Night of the Comet, Silent Night, and Razorback.
It will keep going lower. I promise
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we basically swapped Hills and Corn and Children of the Corn for us.
Um, so miscellaneous stuff that I wrote down
Yes,
here. The
yes,
woman playing Job and Sarah's mother looks and sounds about 30 years older than the guy playing their dad.
yes. Good call.
I don't know what's going on
I
there.
mean, I did like the little thing of hearing her die on the phone. Like I thought that was a
Yeah.
nice little touch. But yeah, I was like, she sounds like grandma, not mom.
Hmm. Courtney Gaines to audition for the part of Malachi used a stage knife in the audition when he was supposed to take someone hostage. The designated hostage just freaked out, didn't know it was a fake knife, and Courtney won the role.
Fair enough. Sold it well.
Um, the day before production began for this movie, John Franklin had just done an Atari Star Trek game commercial where
Hmm.
he was dressed like Spock. So they cut his hair like Spock.
Oh wow.
Had the bangs and everything. And
Yeah.
when he got to the core, and they're like, "Yeah, that looks creepy. That's Isaac. We're just gonna keep that."
Okay.
Um, when the production scouted the area, they shot this in Iowa
Okay.
to beat Nebraska. They found a lot of corn in Iowa. Who knew? Um,
Shocker.
yeah. When they scouted the location, it was all luscious and green. But at the time they got to shooting the thing, the corn was ready to harvest and looked yellow and dead. So they had to constantly spray paint the stalks, and it didn't work because it just kept getting deader and deader as the more
Oh
went on.
no.
Um, the evil cloud representing he who walks behind the rose that we see later on, which turns the colors and stuff like that, is just ink injected into another liquid
Hmm.
that they superimposed onto the film.
Okay.
Um, According to Linda Hamilton, it was like 100 degrees in the car, and they didn't have the money to set the rigs on the car, the rig for the camera onto the car. So they had to tow the car, which meant they couldn't have the car on and no air conditioning. Uh,
Ew.
and the box of tissues that you see on the dashboard is there for the actors to like to pad themselves down in between takes to get the sweat off.
Oh, that is miserable.
Yeah. And all the adults who died in this movie were from the local community theater group.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. I like
Um,
that.
yeah.
Community
This
theater,
movie,
not bad, man. It's good. You
yeah.
still get good stuff.
So on a budget of $800,000, which is a little over 2.5, no, a little under $2.5 million dollars in today's money. Um, and it grossed a little over 14.5 million, which is almost $45 million dollars in today's money.
So it did well,
It did very well.
even
This
though
is why we
like
have
many
so many corn
sequels and all
sequels.
that kind of stuff, even though it's like panned. Like I was looking at critic reviews, like this movie got killed.
I didn't even bother looking at the critic reviews, but I wouldn't blame it.
Yeah,
Good for the critics. Debuted at number 4 in the box office. Number 1 that week, also in its debut. Splash.
good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. Yeah.
Other new releases that week were the Hotel New Hampshire, which is just about the weirdest movie I've ever heard of. Go ahead and read the wiki if you want to, but you'll want to drink and possibly a narcotic after.
Okay.
It's dark and fucked up.
So you're gonna send that to me later, I guess. So I'm gonna
You want to read
I'm gonna
that?
forget.
Yeah, okay.
Now I'm curious.
You do edit these things, so
I
I
do.
wonder if you remind you then, but okay.
Fair enough.
Um, the other new release was Mike's Murder, a Deborah Winger mystery movie that sounded pretty interesting that I'd like to check out someday, which debuted much lower, did not make much money at all.
Huh.
And it was
Okay.
pulled from theaters pretty quickly.
Deborah Winger. Murder mystery.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah. And that's it.
Well, you have the pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try for okay. I'm gonna try for the initiation.
Initiation. Look at that. Oh, it's a rental one.
Yeah, it still is. Gonna have to pay for it.
Oh well, okay. Okay
You've been
then.
getting so many free movies lately.
That's true. That's a good point. I
But
really thought this one, I was like, Children of Corn, oh man, it's only an hour and a half. Cool. I'm gonna bang this out real fast. I can go back out to do yard work. And but it was on like one of the free sites with ads, and
Tubi. It's always on Tubi.
man, it just dragged and dragged, and I was like, oh my gosh, never mind. I'm not going back out at this point because all the
Was it
dang
not on
ads.
Shutter? Did you even look on
I
Shutter?
did. It was only the newest one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's always off and on there.
That's where I went to first. It didn't
You
work
definitely don't
out.
want to watch the newest one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. So you got anything else?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right. Well, that is it for us. Be sure to support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or where you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
Outlander! We have your woman.
We don't want her to scream anymore. Please come.